I have no more campaigns to run my only agenda. I know because I won both of them. Barack Obama has sent shockwaves across the nation with a jaw-dropping announcement that no one saw coming. The former president, known for his powerful words and lasting influence, has everyone talking once again. Insiders say his statement is reshaping conversations from Capitol Hill to kitchen tables across America. But what exactly did Obama say that has the entire country buzzing? And what could this mean for his legacy and the future of the United States? Politics, join us as we break down the stunning revelation and its far-reaching impact. Marriage Rocked by Secrets, in her book. Michelle got real about the hard parts of marriage with Barack. For a good 10 years, things were rough. They were raising little kids while Rock's political career was taking off. She was honest about the normal stuff that puts stress on any marriage, like juggling work, family, and their relationship. But instead of giving up when things got hard, they went to counseling and learned to really talk to each other. According to her, these tough times actually brought them closer. But there was something else about Barack Obama, something interesting about his early life that he rarely talks about. This is none other than some of his previous relationships before he met Michelle. There were 3 women that helped shape him in important ways, and they know some of his deepest secrets. One relationship in particular has people wondering what parts of his past he chose to keep quiet about now. As rumors resurface and revelations emerge, the world is left wondering how much of Barack Obama's story has been untold. Hidden women. Untold story. Before he became famous, 3 women had a big impact on his early life. His first real girlfriend was Alex McNear, who he met in college. They dated long distance, sending each other letters about deep topics like philosophy, race, and politics. Though they connected strongly, the relationship eventually ended as first loves often do. Then he met Genevieve Cook in New York in the mid-1980s. Their relationship went deeper. She even wrote about him in her diary, describing him as someone who thought deeply about things and had big dreams for his future. But like his relationship with Alex, things with Genevieve didn't last, and they split up. But the most fascinating story is about Sheila Miyoshi Yeager. Someone most people didn't know about until recently. She wasn't just another girlfriend like Alex or Genevieve. Sheila lived with him for 3 years in Chicago while he worked as a community organizer. She saw him change from someone with big dreams into someone focused on a political career. They were very close during a time when he was still figuring out who he was and what he wanted to do. So why was her chapter kept hidden, and what does her story reveal about the man the world thought they knew? Lost love, hidden truth. Sheila Miyoshi Yeager was a woman he loved her deeply, even posing twice. The first time her family said no. The second time she turned him down because she felt his growing political goals were changing him. Not long after he left for Harvard Law School and they split up, having grown up in Hawaii and Indonesia, he had friends from all sorts of backgrounds. But according to Sheila, he hadn't yet fully stepped into his Black identity the way he later would. She watched him transform as he dove deeper into Black communities and politics. The free spirit guy she had fallen for was turning into someone new, a man with big political dreams who carefully managed his public image. It was like he was building a whole different version of himself. Sheila's story reveals something telling. Back then, he was still figuring out his path and identity, and it was not until he embraced his identity that he began to carve out his path. If shaping his public identity meant sacrifices and hard choices, how did those choices affect the most important relationship in his life? Michelle's marriage bombshell even after marrying. Michelle Barack stayed totally focused on his career. He was barely home, always out, campaigning, working late, or planning his next move in politics. Michelle handled most of the family stuff on her own, getting kids to school, taking them to activities, dealing with daily parent duties. She wanted her own career too, but it was hard when the family work wasn't split fairly. What really surprised people was how this went on for 10 years, creating a lot of strain between them. But things did not end there. Michelle says they worked hard to fix what was broken, dealing with years of built-up tension and hurt feelings. Now with their daughters grown and their White House days over, people wonder if they're truly happy or just better at keeping their problems private. When Michelle missed big events like Jimmy Carter's funeral, it got people talking. Sure, busy couples often do things on their own, but folks wonder if all this time apart means something's wrong. The Obamas have always been seen as a model black couple, which adds another layer to how people view their relationship. The real question is, are those problems in the past, or are new ones starting to pop up? The unending rumors, some insiders in Washington say the Obamas' time apart isn't just about busy schedules. There's talk that Michelle has been living separately from Barack for months now. Neither one has confirmed this, but the rumors keep spreading. And when Barack posted his birthday message to Michelle recently, it got people talking even more. He usually writes these really sweet, loving tributes to her. But his latest message felt strangely distant and formal. His photo choice didn't show Michelle in the best light, and he wrote a stiff caption that missed his usual friendly tone instead of feeling like a heartfelt birthday message. It came across more like checking a box. People online quickly picked up on this. Comments poured in, wondering if something was wrong in their marriage. Some fans thought it backed up the divorce rumors they'd heard, and others pointed out that Michelle hadn't posted her typical warm birthday message back to him like she usually does, without the shared focus of raising their daughters or the unifying demands of public office. Are they finally confronting issues that were pushed aside for years? The divorce theory. Her lack of response got people talking even more. Sure. Famous couples always deal with gossip as one of the world's most watched couples. The Obamas face constant public attention. But sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire, now that their daughters are career women and have moved out. Some think the family doesn't have that glue holding them together anymore. Another theory is that they could be timing their next move. People seem to believe that if they are planning to split, they might be waiting for the right time with everything going on in politics right now. Some say they could be holding off until after the next big election to avoid causing drama. And since there is talk about Michelle maybe getting into politics herself, the Obamas might care more about looking good in public than dealing with their private issues. A divorce wouldn't just hurt Barack's reputation. It could mess up Michelle's image, and whatever she's planning next, are the Obamas still united, or are they simply masters of managing a fractured marriage in the public eye? Obama, Aniston, and the scandal. The rumor mill has kicked into overdrive with an even bigger story. People are claiming Barack is having an affair with Jennifer Aniston. It sounds crazy, but social media can't stop talking about it. The whole thing started when someone leaked a DM, supposedly from one of Jennifer's close friends. The message claims Jennifer told people at a private party that she and the former president were seeing each other. If that was not enough to stir chaos, what happened next only fueled the fire. When the rumors started spreading, Jennifer made an odd move. She turned off comments on her Instagram. This only fueled more speculation. People then started sharing an old Jimmy Kimmel clip that added to the mystery. During the interview, Jennifer acted strangely when Obama's name came up. She got flustered, couldn't get her words out right, and gave an answer that left everyone wondering about their connection. Of all the calls you get from your publicist where you're just like, oh no, what's it gonna be? Or the email saying, some cheesy choid is going to make up a story, and then it's that could her awkward reaction be nerves? Or a sign that there's more to the story than she wants to admit? Cracks in the legacy as rumors swirl online. Barack and Michelle Obama haven't said a word. They are sticking to their usual image model, public servants and loving family. But now more people are talking, questioning the perfect picture they've shown the world. The Obamas aren't addressing any of this chatter, but it's starting to chip away at their carefully built reputation and could affect how much pull they still have in politics. As speculation continues, attention has turned to Michelle Obama's future as First Lady. Michelle Obama launched Let's Move, a major campaign to fight childhood obesity. She got schools to serve healthier lunches and convinced food companies to cut calories from their products. She also created the White House Vegetable Garden to promote healthy eating. She's also been a vocal advocate for women's rights and racial equality, using her platform to push for workplace fairness and speaking out against discrimination. Could personal rumors and public scrutiny overshadow her accomplishments if she ever steps into the political spotlight? Valentine's Day or damage? Control. Barack Obama's Valentine's Day tribute to Michelle sparked unexpected reactions across social media, while he shared a loving photo and message celebrating 32 years together with Michelle, calling him her rock on Instagram. The second post. drew skepticism from online observers. Many suggested the timing was calculated to counter growing rumors about their marriage, since his post was not the first to raise eyebrows. Another photo of the couple holding hands in a wine cellar was published online, but critics scrutinized their body language, describing it as cold and their smiles as strained. Speculate intensified when Michelle remained absent from public events, including Jimmy Carter's funeral, fueling further rumors about their relationship. Barack, who attended the funeral alone and was seen conversing with Donald Trump, dismissed the growing chatter by asserting that Michelle made her own choices regarding appearances, and he doesn't control her yet, as conversations shift between his private and public life. Many are left to wonder, can the personnel ever be fully separated from the political when it comes to Barack Obama, the journey, and legacy? Barack Obama made history when he took office as the 44th President of the United States on January 20, 2009, becoming the first African-American, first multiracial president, and first Hawaiian-born commander-in-chief. His path to the presidency, led through victories over John McCain in 2008 and Mitt Romney in 2012, culminating in 2 terms. MMS, that historians and political scientists now rank among the upper tier of American presidencies. His tenure concluded on January 20, 2017, when he was succeeded by Republican Donald Trump. Obama's presidency began with swift action during his first 100 days, marking significant shifts in American policy. He signed the L.I. LeBetter Fair Pay Act, expanded the Children's Health Insurance Program, and initiated major healthcare reform efforts. His administration implemented new ethics guidelines to reduce lobbyist influence, supported LGBTQ rights through UN declarations, and lifted restrictions on embryonic stem cell research. How will history balance the impact of his leadership against the scrutiny of his personal life? In the public eye, the presidency moves when Obama took office. America's debt was about half of what the country made in a year. By 2014, it had jumped to almost three-quarter. Most of this happened between 2009 and 2012 during the Great Recession, when tax money coming into the government dropped sharply, while European countries were making big spending cuts. Obama took a different path. In 2010, he set up a special team called the Simpson-Bowles Commission to figure out how to handle the growing debt. They came back with a mixed bag of ideas: cut military spending, reduce tax breaks for mortgages and health insurance, make people wait longer to get Social Security, and spend less on Medicare, Medicaid, and government workers. Congress never actually voted on these suggestions, but they became a blueprint for later plans to tackle the national debt as his administration's policies unfolded. The tension between transparency and secrecy would spark some of the most controversial chapters of his presidency: promises, secrets, and fallout. He vowed to lead the most transparent administration in U.S. history. His early moves reflected this promise, including a directive that all executive orders and legislation be posted online for public review before being signed. He also revoked a previous order that had restricted access to presidential records and instructed agencies to favor public access to information. His administration introduced initiatives like the Open Government Directive and the Open Government Partnership, pushing agencies to share data and collaborate with citizens. Yet cracks appeared early as Obama twice bypassed his pledge for public review during his first month in office. Despite efforts to promote transparency, his administration developed a complicated relationship with secrecy. He reduced the rate of classified documents to historic law, but continued to use secret memos and the state secrets privilege. This growing tension between openness and secrecy came to a head when the administration faced challenges from within its own ranks. How would Obama balance his pledge for transparency with the need to control sensitive information? The whistleblower war. His release of Bush-era memos exposing CIA interrogation methods marked a bold move for accountability. However, his approach to whistleblowers told another story, signaling that his administration would be far less forgiving when secrecy was challenged from within. Under Obama, the crackdown on whistleblowers was unprecedented. Using the Espionage Act of 1917, his administration aggressively prosecuted those accused of leaking government secrets: former NSA employee Thomas Drake, State Department contractor Stephen Jin-Woo Kim, and for former CIA analyst John Karaku were among those charged. Chelsea Manning, whose leaks to WikiLeaks shook the world, faced a highly publicized trial. The administration's pursuit of leakers earned it a reputation for waging a war on whistleblowers, leaving many critics to question how transparency and punishment could coexist, as the crackdown on whistleblowers intensified the debate over secrecy and accountability reached a boiling point. Could the administration's pursuit of leakers be justified in the name of national security, or was it a betrayal of the transparency Obama once promised? The Snowden effect? Edward Snowden turned Washington upside down when he revealed just how much the NSA was spying on ordinary people as an NSA contractor. He showed the world proof of massive surveillance programs that tracked phone calls, emails, and internet activity. People were split. Some called him a brave whistleblower. Others said he betrayed his country while Snowden escaped to Russia. His revelations expose the ongoing tension between national security demands and government transparency. Obama's presidency now faced the complex task of balancing these competing needs. The 2010 midterms hit Obama hard. Republicans backed by the new Tea Party movement and voters angry about the slow economy. One big, they took over the House, and John Boehner replaced Nancy Pelosi as Speaker. Obama didn't sugarcoat it. He called it a shellacking and admitted that many Americans still weren't feeling better off financially. This power shift led to immediate fights over healthcare and spending. Plus, gave Republicans a strong hand in redrawing voting districts after the census a roller coaster. Journey Obama started. With incredible support, 82% of Americans backed him when he took office. But once he started making real decisions, those numbers dropped fast. By late 2009, only half the country approved. Democrats stuck with him, but he lost independents and Republicans along the way. Two big moves, Wall Street reform and healthcare, pushed his ratings down to 45% in 2010. Then Republicans took the House and things got even tougher. The 2011 debt ceiling fight hurt him badly, but he bounced back just in time to beat Mitt Romney in 2012. His second term was just as rocky. The 2013 government shutdown tanked his ratings into the low 40s, where they stayed until 2015. As his presidency wound down in 2016, more people started supporting him again, but his final numbers told the story of a divided America. 95% of Democrats approved, 61% of independents, and just 14% of Republicans. The unity he'd promised had slipped away as Obama's approval ratings rose and fell with each political battle. A larger question loomed: could he regain the trust of a divided nation while facing mounting resistance from Congress, building bridges and taking heat? Obama led with a mix of calm thinking and big dreams. He believed in getting everyone to the table: Republicans, Democrats, business leaders, and regular folks, even when dealing with tough issues like healthcare or the financial crisis. He tried to find middle ground and get both sides talking. This "let's work together" approach helped him pass major laws, but it also frustrated people who wanted faster, bolder action. What really defined his leadership was playing the long game. While critics called him too cautious or slow to act, Obama focused on steady progress over quick fixes. He'd rather take time to build support than force things. Through this style helped him survive major crises and get big things done, but it also meant dealing with a lot of criticism from both sides. Republicans said he went too far, while many Democrats thought he did not go far enough. In the end, his way of leading showed both the power and the limits of trying to bring people together in a divided country. What do you think about the rumors surrounding Obama? Will it redefine his legacy, or will the backlash overshadow his achievements? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.